Ladies and gentlemen, we back in here, yeah! I did something off camera and I think you guys really like it, so without further ado, here it is. I made an entire main plaza, pathway, main street, whatever the heck you want to call it. A little pathway branching off into this little staff section, which I think looks really nice. And the main layout. So, you guys might be thinking, where was all this creative spark yesterday? Well, I have to tell you guys something. Yeah, none of these buildings are mine. I politely borrowed them from the workshop. So I feel like today is a good episode where we start making a bunch of roller coasters and stuff, man. So the first thing that I think we're gonna want to do is delete this water, because why would we need water right there? We're gonna increase our size of the flatten tool, and then we're going to flatten this bad boy out over here, just so we don't have any weird terrain problems. Of course, I will change the the terrain for like different coasters and stuff, but for now we just don't want any dips or mountains. So I'm gonna try to cook up something for like a flat ride, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so here I have something for the sundial, which is like a little swervy cue and stuff that just goes up to the ride. So I do want to actually add some stuff to this ride, which is a new feature for Planet Coaster 2. So I'm gonna change the colors right quick, and then we're gonna see what we can do. So I feel like something that'll stand out is like a red color. So maybe red right there, and the rims on the outside can also be red. The back of the seats, let's just make those white. I feel like we could have just like a classic red and white ride. Okay, so now it's here. This can be red. This can be white. And then, so a new design. I would probably say that. This area, no, this area is going to be white. This area is going to be red. And then, can we continue the little hexagon shape? Yes, we can, but that doesn't really look that good. Maybe, I think this gradient probably looks the best. So, I think that looks good. So then right here, I think it's up here. No, it's this. So this can probably be white. Oh, I forgot to confirm. The bottom could probably be red, and then the little design could probably maybe be like a little fire design. I think it looks pretty good. And then for up here, this can be red. This can be red. And the design, I guess we don't have a design. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to add some stuff on it. So let me just see what I can add. Well, you guys, I'm kind of new to the whole adding scenery to ride things. So I mean, I feel like this looks pretty good for just like a scattered pipe pattern. I just tested it a minute ago, and none of the pieces interfere with the ride itself. So I think that's pretty good. we're gonna definitely pause it again. I think what I'm gonna do is go to the scenery tools, go to customize, and then maybe see something that looks good on the bottom here. I don't know. I'll just see. And I'll see you guys whenever I find something good. Okay, guys. After about 10 minutes, the Q scenery is good. Let's see what the rating for the Q scenery is actually. The Q scenery rating is a 36. It's okay. So we're just gonna rename this Sundial 1, and then we're gonna open it, and we're actually gonna see if guests will actually start coming to it. While we wait for these guests to come to the ride, we're definitely gonna want to put some like benches and stuff over here. So let me just put these guys down right quick. All right, I put some benches and trash cans down, so if the people that are waiting on their other friends who don't want to go on the ride, they can wait here, and they can also puke if they come off the ride. Speaking of puking when they come off the ride, let me add a trash can over here. So it's just a little bit closer to the exit. There we go. Okay, so now I kind of want to add a ride right here. So I'm thinking we could add like a drop tower or something right here. So maybe we could do the Screaminator. This one is massive. Alright guys, I finished the queue for the Screaminator, and I also changed the colors and the height of it, and I think the Screaminator turned out really well. It definitely pops for whenever you're coming into the entrance. If I can get through these trees. Yeah, like if you're right here, you could definitely see that big tower in the back, which I think looks awesome. So let's see what we can do next. I think right here in the middle, I want to make a roller coaster, but before we do that, we have to make a coaster station. So I'm going to go ahead and get a custom coaster, and then drag it somewhere else, then we can go ahead and start the station. Now that we have the coaster station done, you can go over to the advanced settings and press align scenery with station. So then once you go to build walls and stuff, your scenery will attach to the thing without you having to line up the wall, and it's very hard to do that without a grid stuff. I finished the coaster station and added the paths. Now it's just time to do some terrain. So I'll see you guys in a second once I get finished with that. The reason that it was so late whenever I was finished because I took like a 5-hour break. Alright, you guys, it was about 30 minutes, but I finally finished this little area for the queue of the coaster. Now let's go ahead and start building this thing. So basically, I'm gonna definitely want to start with, you know, just a little inversion for when we come at the station since we're on a hill. So I definitely want to bank it inward, bring it down a little bit, stop banking it, and then make a chain lift. That goes probably about 10 miles an hour. We're gonna go straight up. Probably right there is good height. Definitely do want to remove this tree though. Also want to smoothen this out right here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this coaster, and I'll see you guys once I have a result that I think that I'm pretty happy with. Alright guys, well I got the coaster ready, so I think it's time for a test drive. So let's go ahead and unpause this. We'll hop in the seat and let's see how it is. I'm actually kind of nervous here. Alright guys, well I do think that's gonna have to wind things down today. I have been recording for like 2.5 hours and it kind of burnt out from this. It's like 1 o'clock right now for me, so like in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.